God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 73 of Your Journey Is Not Over. My name is Tanya Pearson Randolph. This is my own personal journey, and the expressions and opinions are of my own. I own all the rights to my personal journey, and your journey is not over. Neither are to be used, copied, or edited in any way without my consent. Welcome back, and thank you to everyone that joins me, listens in. I can't even express how grateful I am that God is leading me every step of the way. And He's making sure that all that need to hear this podcast are. We need healing around the globe, every country, every continent, every person on this earth. And it's wayfinders like myself that through God and with God's guidance and grace, find a way to spread the word, get the message out. We all have our own unique ways. And like I've said before, well, my path God has laid out for me, it is different than most. He is using my voice to show weaknesses, vulnerabilities, trauma, hurt and pain, and betrayals, losses. But most important, to show no matter the struggles, the breakdowns, the dark paths, the battles I have fought, my faith in God has always walked, and at times carried me down those scary, lonely, dark roads I've had to travel. But the devil never won. Everything the devil has thrown at me, I alchemized, and I used it not as it was intended, that's for sure. Every single thing my whole life was intended to break me, take me out, make me surrender, and give the devil my soul. Instead, I learned, I grew, and I became more wise to the devil's tactics. And my faith grew stronger. Have I had a few weak moments in my life? Of course, I'm human. And April 6, 2024, as you have heard, was a complete breakdown, the worst. But I called upon God that night to step in, take over, save me because I could not save myself. It's at those crucial moments that we find out how strong we are, and most important, how strong our faith in God is. It was God who saved me that night. I couldn't, nor did I have strength to save myself. I had been broken down completely. There was so much loss, so much betrayals at a time I needed love and support the most. People revealed who they truly were to me. And everything combined, well, it all chipped away at what hope, what life I had left in me. By the grace of God, the devil did not get my soul, nor will he ever. He had his shot, closer than ever, and guess what? He was defeated. It's in those crucial moments that we have to make a choice and let God take over and finish that battle for us. We all have to call upon Him and trust He will lead us to safety, steer us clear of danger and those hideous thoughts the devil has tried to plant in our minds. We have to fight fire with fire. I bring the big man, my Father, our Father, to conquer and complete those battles that I can't. He's the commander-in-chief, and so there's no one bigger or better to do that job. People ask me all of the time, how'd you get through and survive the things you have? One word is always my answer: God. It has had to be God for me to overcome the things I have and to survive all that I've overcame. Let me share this. God has not only made sure I survive, but to also give me the ability to laugh, make light of, have a sense of humor. I call it my personality. Others call it my grace, my charm. But when you can survive something, or in my case, many, many things, and find humor in it later, that's like the cherry on top for me. That's where I get my joy. Let me explain. When the devil comes hard and can't defeat you, and then you flip it and laugh at whatever tactics used, make a mockery out of the devil, laugh in his face. Like I said, that's the cherry on top. Not only did you defeat him time and time again, you then looked back and laughed in his face. That's a double whammy on the devil's ego. I personally make the devil a joke. I flip the script. Of course, always with God's help. I in turn bully him. No better way to defeat the bully than to make a mockery of him. Just like real life bullies. They get so much enjoyment out of destroying someone else's reputation, someone else's self-worth, their confidence. Bullies like to humiliate and intimidate and demean others in order to feed their own egos, or lack of, actually. People who crave power are the ones who become bullies. And no, those bullies don't like it when their tactics don't work and you flip the script. And you zone in on their weaknesses. Because believe me, it takes a weak person with a lot of weaknesses to want another human being to feel less than. So just like in real life, I deal with the devil the same way. And his weaknesses, 1, he can't get me to conform. And 2, I laugh at him, make him a joke, and I make a joke out of him and his tactics. I embarrass and humiliate the devil by just merely existing, surviving, and finding humor in the pathetic tactics he's tried. I laugh in the face of evil. Again, I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. As my grandma always said, not today, not any day, devil. I'm God's child. And just like in real life, then the bully that you flip the script on, well, if they can't beat you, then, only then, do they want to join you. As I've been told, even the devil himself has become a fan of mine. He's discovered that no matter what he's used against me, and in most cases, whom he's used against me, I won't fold, and I'm highly protected. My faith in God, my Father, our Father, whom protects me and guides me every step I take, every word I speak, every decision I make. I don't call it blind faith. The Bible speaks against that. I call it trust. Please trust that we are God's children and He loves and protects and guides each and every one of us. And each path we have to travel is to teach us, to gain knowledge and experiences, which then becomes wisdom. And each path of our journeys are directed and designed by God. He would never lead us into a battle without the proper gear to protect us and without the forces within ourselves, our faith, to be able to stand our ground and conquer all that we already have and will continue on. We are God's soldiers, and we have to have enough faith to laugh in the face of danger and to defeat the devil with a smile on our face. Now that's how you defeat the devil, with grace. Before I close today, I do want to say I almost canceled today's episode. I've been under the weather, I'm low on energy, and it's that time of the year where seasons change, and so does the temperature, and so does our bodies. And I hardly ever miss work. I always push on. It takes time to adjust, and God said, "This is no exception, Tanya. I know you're not at your best. Your energy is not at its highest, but the show must go on." Of course, I agreed, and truly never knowing what my hand will write. God takes over, and I just relax and go with it. Complete trust that whatever needs relayed will be. Whatever He wants me to speak, I shall. Stopping suicide is always at the forefront, and experiencing firsthand myself how a person can be goaded, pushed, broken down, and get to that level. Some don't understand, and I pray that they never have to understand it. But for the millions of people who do, and that are suffering in silence, keeping those dark thoughts to themselves, please know you're human, and those dark thoughts aren't of your own. That's the devil trying to play tricks on your mind. Please be aware of that, and please pray, call upon, reach out to God. He will protect and cover and save you. He did me. With God, without the belief in God, my faith in God, I would have never been able to go through, survive, overcome, and now laugh at all that I've overcome and survived. With God, we can do and survive anything. My hopes are that this episode, just like every episode, gets to and touches the right people. God leads the way and makes miracles happen every single day. And always remember, it's mind over matter. Always. Until next time, please talk to God, pray, and make him proud. And please make him laugh. He's got to have a sense of humor. I have to get it from somewhere. This concludes my podcast for today. Please join me Thursday. Listen in. And always remember, your journey is not over. God bless.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've